Bob, speaking about technology and global in the title, you're seeing it from a structure standpoint. You're seeing it from a planet Earth standpoint. What are you seeing out there? Tell us, give us some insight as to what you're seeing across the community.
Well, hey, Luke, it's great to be back with you again. And what a fantastic panel and topic discussion thus far. I've really enjoyed it.
Same.
There's so many flavors of AI. And I think the mission applications that are being developed by many of the organizations and agencies that we've heard from is really remarkable. And what we do at ServiceNow is we really look at it from a practical AI approach, right? So when I talk to government agency representatives and executives around the world, there's a common theme that we see coming forward, and it really is informing the strategy that we're using going forward to assist those agencies in delivering the services by enhancing human performance in the processes that they're conducting each day, depending on the persona that they're fulfilling. So when I say that, it's really a digital experience that we're talking about. And we focus on the employee experience and enhancing employee performance by providing contextual information at the appropriate time in a process to assist that person make a better decision with fewer errors faster. We talk about the digital experience of the citizen who is consuming services from government and enhancing that experience and making it a much more personalized experience and much more interactive and easier to use. And then back to Jim's comment, I think Henry mentioned this as well, is the B2B concept of agency to agency interaction in sharing information between agencies is another digital experience that we're focusing on. And we've heard about, RPA and its utilization, where is that appropriate? What we've tried to do, and I believe we're being fairly successful and it's being adopted around the world by government agencies, is provide a native capability fully integrated into a platform that leverages data from systems of record that have already been invested in by government agencies, pulling that data in a normalized format into a data repository through which the supervised machine learning scripts can then provide that contextually at the appropriate point, elevated to where a human has to make a decision or take an action. So we automate all the routine and repetitive processes that happen each day. And those activities are fully vetted by humans before it's turned over to the RPA bots to conduct those repetitive processes. That reduces errors, it increases the speed, all the great things that we get from an RPA-like capability. But then we reserve that human decision-making where we have a policy or a legislation that says that a human has to make that decision. Mm-hmm. And Luke, it's a lot like we've always talked about. There are inherently governmental responsibilities where a government executive has to make that decision. It can't be a contractor, can't be a machine. Now we find there are inherently human activities where we've got to reserve that activity to a human decision. But we can enhance that decision by providing that contextual information that increases the performance of the employee, enhances the experience of the citizen or the other agencies that's consuming that. We do that in a fully integrated platform that's supported with multiple releases. So now the agency doesn't have to try to figure out what technology is going to work, how do I integrate that, and how do I care and feed for it. They can focus on mission applications and the really cool AI stuff, like we heard that the Navy is doing with robotic in-flight refueling, which I think is super cool.